It feels so good and so right to be back on the bench today.
From near tragedy to triumph, a Travis County judge attacked in her own driveway finally returns to the bench. 4 months after being shot, Judge Julie Kocurek will begin hearing cases again tomorrow afternoon.
This morning, friends and colleagues welcomed the judge back to her courtroom. KXAN's Chris Sadeghi has more on her emotional return.
You're supposed to rise when any judge takes the bench, but this one called for much more. That clapping kept on coming, and when it finally stopped,
I feel like I've been reborn.
a rebirth after staring at death.
I feel like there was true divine intervention that saved my life on November 6th.
Judge Julie Kocurek lost a finger on the left hand that helped shield her head from the gunfire, and she still came away blessed.
I feel very blessed. I feel like God's given me a second chance.
Watched by a SWAT deputy and with a cast on her hand, Kocurek took her second chance to hug and thank everyone in the courtroom. Perhaps the only courtroom in the country where everyone agreed.
And she's just somebody that we all respect, prosecutor and defense attorney.
She's a tough lady. She's a woman that absolutely loves this community.
A community that loved back.
And the prayers and support of all of the community. I felt them, and they worked.
And Monday morning was proof.
It feels so good, and it feels so right, and it feels like it's where I need to be.
Judge Kocurek will be working half days while she finishes up rehab for her left hand. Asked if this would change the way she rules from the bench, she said we could take it from her husband and kids. She's the same, and she's back. From the Travis County Justice Complex, Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
And the Travis County Sheriff's Office began protecting Judge Kocurek in mid-December, around the time she was released from the hospital. Last month, we learned the Sheriff's Office had spent nearly $68,000 on security for her. That was through January 23rd. And as of last week, the cost is nearing $120,000. That comes out to about $1,750 a day. More than 2/3 of that money has been spent on overtime. So far, no charges have been brought in this case. But according to prosecutors in Harris County, Shimeni Onieri is the only suspect. APD is calling him a person of interest. The 28-year-old is in jail in Houston. He is charged with murder in a separate case.